All right, so let's talk about your pricing point, because I don't know if you realize, but you do charge a little differently for eyelash extensions than like the general norm. And again, for the business side of things, I'm curious how that came about, and how it's been working for you, and how you value your time. So for our listeners who are not familiar with the lash industry, so normally people charge based on the service. So if it's like a certain look for the extension, or if it's like a fill or a touch up when they come to maintain. So it's like usually two set prices. But I've noticed you charge based on the amount of time or work or effort you're going to put into that client. And I actually love that. I think it's super fair to do it that way. But tell me more, like how has that worked for you, and how did that come about?
Yeah, so I think there are so many reasons. So the first thing that like came up why I started doing that was because there are so many different styles for lashes, like classic, hybrid, volume, mega volume, and now there's like the wet set, and there's just like so many different names for lashes, and like I don't feel like they're universally the same from lash artist to lash artist. So if like someone used to go somewhere else and like maybe they like booked like volume, and then they come to me and book volume, and my volume is like a lot fuller, like maybe I use a different diameter, like I use lashes that are darker, I don't know, but it's like I was realizing that people like aren't the average person that like isn't a lash artist or isn't in the lash industry, like they don't know all of this different terminology. So not only that does it differ like from lash artist to lash artist, and like you may or may not get like the same volume full set depending on where you go, but also it can be just like confusing for clients whenever they're going to your booking site and they don't know anything about lashes, and they're like, okay, like I want them natural, like maybe I should just book classic, but like I want them to be a little noticeable, so maybe I should book hybrid, like I don't know. So they book classic or hybrid, and then they come in and they really don't have that many lashes. And I'm like, honestly, like you need volume, even if you do want them natural, since you don't have that many lashes, you're still gonna need volume, like in order for it to look like you have anything on. So it's like there's just too much like mumbo jumbo, and like I just feel like lash extensions are not like a one size fits all, and my mind is like very chaotic. Like I don't know. I feel like I have like ADHD. I'm not like diagnosed. I don't want to like say that I do, but it's like I have like the same like tendency. My mind is just all over the place. And so for me personally, to look at my schedule, like if everything is just the same, like everyone's paying the same amount no matter what, because I can pretty much do everything in the same amount of time. I've been doing this for so long. If someone wants natural, I can do, it's going to take me the same amount of time if they want dramatic. So I don't think I should be getting paid less just because someone wants something more natural. If everything's taking me the same amount of time, it's easier for clients whenever they're booking. They're like, oh, let me just book an hour fill. Like, I feel like me as the lash artist, and this goes for anyone, I feel like we as the professionals, we should be telling clients what they need, like depending on what they want. So I just use this example. If someone doesn't have that many natural lashes, even if they still want a natural look, like I'm gonna need to do volume on them. Like I'm not doing classic on like an old lady that has like 20 natural lashes on each eye. Like that's just not gonna look good, and I don't want to do that. And then if someone does have a lot of lashes and they want something really dramatic, like I don't need, they could almost get away with just like a hybrid or light volume because they have so many lashes. I feel like we as the lash artists should be telling clients like, oh, you want this look? Like, okay, this is what you need. This is the map like I'm going to do on you based on your eye shape. This is, and honestly, clients don't need to know what all of this means. Clients don't really need to know the
Yeah,
difference
they
between
don't
classic and
care.
volume. They don't need to know the different curls. They don't need to know what lengths you're using on that. Like, this is going to be very confusing for them. Like me, I get filler and Botox, whatever. Like, I have no idea what a unit of Botox is. I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know
Just
what
make me look
anything
pretty.
yeah, I'm like, I want to go to my injector and I want to say, okay, I want to look like this. Like, you tell me what I need. Like, I don't want to do all this research. If someone does want to do a lot of research, like, that's fine. You do you. But it's like, I'm busy. I don't want to do research. I just know I want my lips to look big and I don't want lines in my forehead and I don't want lines by my eyes. So do what you need to do. I'm not like telling you what I need. And I feel like that needs to
Oh,
go
I
for
love
lash
that.
artists as well. Like, you as the professional, like, present yourself as a professional and tell the client what they need and what's going to look best on them. So anyways, that was like a very long explanation, but
No,
there
that
are
was
so
perfect. Thank you so much. That's honestly perfect. And it just opens up the doors for a lot of people as an option, you know, because like I said, I don't see it normally. And I think it's a really good option to simplify things for the clients and very like align your schedule for your time, you know, so you know how much time you're going to spend on a certain client. Doesn't matter what, you know, lashes you're going to use, for example. So I think it's a really cool way of pricing. And I think a lot of people would benefit of having that option to keep things super like simple for the client. I think in a business model, the more simple we can keep things for clients, the more likely that they are to book. So for them, like you said, if all they need to know is they want lashes, they need a fill or a full set, like just however long they want, just book it and then I'll give you what you need. You know, you don't need to pick 10 different options. Thank you for listening. Please rate and review this podcast. Follow and engage with us on social media under the Yegi Project. And if you're interested in being a guest, email info@theyegiproject.com. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future episodes.